What's going on, family? This is Scrapbook Boxing Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. I want to take a look at Jimmy Bivens. His name was James Louis Bivens. He entered the World Boxing Hall of Fame in 1994 and the International Hall of Fame in 1999. The Canadian Hall of Fame in 1988. And the Greater Cleveland Hall of Fame in 1978. Now, Jimmy Bivens was born December 1919 in Dry Branch, Georgia. He died on March 7th, 2012. He was 92 years of age at the time of his death. He would reside in Cleveland, Ohio. He had total fights of 112 bouts, 86 wins, 31 knockouts, 25 losses, 1 draw, and he was stopped 5 times. He would defeat 8 out of 11 world champions. Fought from 1940 to 1950, 10-year stretch. He stood 5 foot 9 inches and he had a 76-inch reach. Sad story about Jimmy Bivens. He was a bakery truck driver when he retired in 1998. And Bivens was found in his daughter and son-in-law's attic, who was roped in urine and feces and wrapped in a blanket. He weighed 110 pounds when he was discovered. On January 15th, 1940, he found himself in good company with great fighters such as Ray Robinson, Ezra Charles, Jake LaMotta, Willie Pep, Burt Littell, and Ike Williams, just to name a few. They all started their professional debut, 1940. July 1st, 1940, he was in the ring with Moses Brown. At that time, Moses Brown had a fighting career record of 7-0. Fought him at Hickory Park and Melville, defeated him. September 3rd, 1940, Charlie Burley had a fighting record at that time of 31-4-1, Hickory Park and Melville. He defeated Charlie Burley. March 5th, 1941, found himself in the ring with Teddy Uroth. At that time, Teddy Uroth had a fighting career record of 105-14-3. Fought him at the Cleveland Arena and defeated him. March 2nd, 1941, Buddy Knox, very good heavyweight, had a fighting career record of 105-15-8. Fought him at the Public Hall in Cleveland, Ohio. Defeated him. September 2nd, 1941, Curtis the Hatchman Shepard had a fighting record at that time of 13-7-0. Fought him at the Hickory Park and defeated him. September 14th, 1941, Lem Franklin had a fighting record of 22-5-1. He fought him at the Margot Garden. I'm trying to explain something to you about Jimmy Bivens. How outstanding of a fighter he was. Milo Patina, September 17th, 1941. He had a record of 58-11-2. Fought him at the Cleveland Arena. Now he would lose to Milo Patina, as he would lose to Lem Franklin. But January 13th, 1942, he found himself in a ring with Billy Seuss, who was a former middleweight champion. Had a record of 34-5-1. Fought him at the Cleveland Arena and defeated him. March 11th, 1942, Gus Lesnovich, who was a light heavyweight champion, had a fighting career record of 53-8-5. Fought him at the Cleveland Arena and defeated him. March 17th, 1942, Bob Pastor from the Bronx, New York, who was a former Joe Louis opponent, had a fighting career record coming into that fight at 51-6-4. Fought him at the Cleveland Arena. Now he would lose to Bob Pastor, but he would defeat Joey Maxim. June 23rd, 1942, had a fighting career record coming into that fight at 15-3-0. Fought him at the Lakefront Stadium. He would face Tammy Mariello, pretty decent puncher from the Bronx, New York. September 15th, 1942. Had a fighting career record coming into that fight at 41-12-1. 3-1. Fought him at the Cleveland Arena. Archie Moore, the old mongoose. He found himself in the ring with him. Lost to him 3 times. Ezra Charles lost to him twice. Tiger Ted Laurie would defeat him. Harold Johnson, Clarence Henry, Joe Louis, Lee Q. Murray, Booker Beckworth. Just to name a few fighters that Jimmy Bivens would face. Sad story with Jimmy Bivens, besides the way he passed away, was the fact that he was never truly recognized for the gifts that he had. He himself was shortchanged of a lot of fights. He did get some opportunities. A lot of the fighters that I mentioned to you were not champions at the time that he fought them. Except for Joe Louis. But we cannot forget Jimmy Bivens. He's included in the Black Murderers Row. He's a fantastic fighter. And when I met Jimmy Bivens, no indication there was any issues with him. Why he was tied up and found that way, I couldn't tell you. I appreciated the conversation I had with him. Knowledge that he gave me. Salute Jimmy Bivens. An outstanding fighter. Just wanted to share that with you. Right here on the Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. All great fights and all great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel. Salute to Jimmy Bivens. Salute to my subscribers. And salute to all the great fighters that gave us thrills. As we continue to celebrate Black History Month and all the great black fighters of that time. I'm Scrapbook Boxing. Thanks for your time. Peace.